Hi everyone, welcome to Writing Web Content. I am Allison Williams and I will be your instructor for the next 6 weeks. I am a lecturer in the writing program, a full-time lecturer in the writing program. I teach primarily sort of media communications, and I have a background in media, in public relations, marketing, brand strategy. I have been an entrepreneur and had my own businesses, as well as working for large companies and corporations and small ones, and consulting on their strategy for their brands, for marketing, for PR. And then I also have an MFA in creative writing and master's in English in digital humanities. So I have sort of a broad foundation in both writing for larger professions and for different disciplines, as well as many different kinds of genres. And that is kind of what web content is about, because what is web content, right? And it's pretty much everything that you see on the interwebs. I like to call it the interwebs, even though the internet and the World Wide Web are actually two different things, which you will see in one of your readings. But, you know, the content that exists that people engage with on a daily, regular basis, that content is created to be user-friendly and interactive and to create a form of communication and community. And so that's what we'll be focusing on, is figuring out how to create content and strategize on the usage of content, thinking about audiences. Who are we talking to? How are we creating this content for an audience that is going to want to look at it? And basically kind of ending up where you have these skills and tools and experience in these different modalities that you can then take and use in whatever field you're in, okay? So I will be primarily using Canvas, obviously. I will also be using Substack, and then I'll be uploading videos like these regularly. I've not used Canvas before, so I'm transitioning to Canvas. And even though I am a Substack user and have been for a long time, I haven't used it in a class before. So that's a little new to me. So because, you know, I am using these technologies for the first time, there might be a little, you know, a little bit of an ebb and flow as we start to see how it is to actually work with them. So, you know, I just want to put that forward so that, you know, if there's some technological delays or little delays here and there, or little scraps, you know, don't worry about it. Things will become clear, and I certainly won't, you know, penalize you for anything that might occur while I'm sort of sussing out some of the functionality, okay? Ideally, if something is confusing to you, please reach out. If it's confusing to you, it's probably confusing to other people as well. And I'm going to put a discussion board on Canvas where you can post those questions and then I can respond to them so that everyone can see them, as opposed to you just emailing me, okay? So hopefully that will be clarifying. In terms of the schedule for the next 6 weeks, sorry, my screen just went black. In terms of the schedule for the next 6 weeks, I will be posting content on the Friday, and then everything is going to be due by the following Sunday. And so that'll be sort of the rhythm of it. There will be different assignments throughout the week that you may need to complete on a different timeline. For example, if there is a draft and then we have a peer review, then that peer review will likely be due in the middle of the week. So be aware of those dates and deadlines and changes. I would plan on setting aside periods of time to work on the content for this class. So don't expect to sit down and get it all done in, an hour and a half. This class is meant to be a 4-hour-a-week class. So it is content heavy, and that is in-person class. That doesn't include also work that you would have done outside of the class. So, I highly recommend that you set aside, some chunks of time throughout the week to work on the content for the class, okay? You need to turn things in on time. Timeliness is really important. If you don't, then I will have to mark you down for that. Excuse me. And if you are having problems with deadlines or you get behind, please let me know, okay? Just reach out as soon as something starts to maybe fall by the wayside and let me know so that we can figure out a way to help you catch up, okay? So I'm going to dive into the syllabus right now and some of the content, and then we'll go from there. Okay. All right. So here we go. Here we are on the home page. Okay. This is about, this is the class, we are fully online and synchronous. I really want you to, as you are doing the work for this class, and you're deciding what you want to focus on for your blog, make sure that you write about something that you are interested in, okay? Because you're going to be doing it for the next 6 weeks, all right? And that can really be anything. It can be music, it can be an environmental science, it could be fashion, it can be anything that sports, it can be anything you want it to be, okay? And we will figure out how you're going to write that and the audiences that you're writing towards. You're going to create a blog proposal, and I'll show you that. Let's see. I'm still getting used to, oh wait, I think that might be in assignments. It's not here. So I'll explain that in a separate video. I'll explain about the assignments for the course, okay, overall. But essentially what you'll be doing is creating, and let me open the syllabus here. You will be creating a blog using the Substack platform. And you will be writing particular types of content and creating particular types of content for a particular audience for that blog. So you will start with a blog proposal that we will kind of build up through different smaller assignments. And then very quickly, we're going to dive right into creating the content. What I have out here right now is that you will be writing a review. You will be writing a listicle, which is a very common form of blogging. It's basically like a list that that delivers particular information. You'll know it when you see it if you're not sure what that is. You'll be doing a podcast, an audio podcast, and you'll be writing sort of a personal essay. It's more like a traditional blog post, right? More like a commentary. So these are the four main projects that you'll be doing. And we'll be working on those and reviewing them together. Let us do this. Okay, so we will have one-on-one conferences on Zoom during week 4, and that's so that I can help you to make sure that you're on track, get up to speed on everything, and like answer any questions that you have, okay? I'm also available during student hours, Monday and Wednesday, 12 to 3. You do need to make an appointment with me, and and you can see here that you can sign up here on Calendly to make an appointment with me, okay? I'm not just available. So if we look at the syllabus, you can review it here, or you can download it as a document. So that information is also here. This kind of goes over what we'll be doing, which is reading, analyzing, discussing, reviewing, writing, creating, and culminating in this blog, okay? We will definitely be using Substack. We may use social media, but I don't really think so, but we might. We'll definitely be using Zoom. I am half and half on Eli Review. We'll see, because I'm not really sure how Canvas might work with the peer review functionality. So again, be a little patient with me as I kind of sort that out. What we're doing will remain the same, which is basically just giving feedback on each other's drafts. But I'm not yet sure if we'll do that just through reviewing documents or on Canvas or through Eli Review. Whatever it is, it's not going to be super complicated to get on and figure out, okay? So what you have here is the first writing project will be your Substack blog project proposal, okay? And like I said, we'll go through that so that you know what it is and you know how to figure out what it is that you're going to be doing for your blog. Your sort of main writing project will be your final Substack, your final blog, which will be composed of your review, your list sickle, your podcast, and that personal essay, okay, as well as an about page. You will be doing notebook entries, which are basically prompts that go through the readings and that offer you ways to kind of start to write bits of content and figure out what it is that you're doing and that you want to do on this blog. And then you will also be graded on drafting and reviewing, where you will look at your own work, you'll look at your peers' work, you'll review, you'll give feedback, and I will be looking at the type of feedback you give, the type of revisions you make, and the quality of those, okay? So I believe grades should reflect your learning. Learning to write is more than just writing a draft. So it's learning about writing, it's learning about composing, it's trying to figure out, like, what am I doing here? How am I doing it? So that you can take what you learn and bring it to, you know, other situations that you will encounter in your professional and academic careers. Drafting and reviewing notebook exercises and participation are assessed based on outstanding, satisfactory, or not satisfactory. And then graded work, like the reviews, listicle, your final blog post, the proposal, all of those are based on grades, traditional grade scales. You can read